So a few days ago, we were hooking onto our fifth wheel, and the neighbors had to stop and come out and see what we were doing, and I realized there's a lot of people that don't know how to hook onto a fifth wheel properly. So I'm going to just do a little guide on how I hook on and some of the steps that I go through that seem to make it a little bit easier for me. One thing, always make sure you get your rear jacks up before you start adjusting the front jacks on your trailer. Always make sure you get your tailgate down before you start backing up, or else you'll regret it later. One thing I always like to do is make sure I get my mirrors out and set. That way I have as much view as possible. So that way I can see the edge of the trailer, edge of my truck as I back on. Hooking up a fifth wheel trailer is much easier than hooking up a tone pole trailer, in my opinion. Your vantage point is much larger, and as long as you get squared up, you can pull on pretty dang easily. I like to look over my right shoulder as I approach and give myself enough room that I can get a good swing and straightened out. And by looking over my right shoulder, I can see where my hitch is and where the pin box is. Alright, so then as I approach, I just very slowly make small corrections, and then I just slowly back under until I feel it kind of connect. Now I'll get out and adjust the trailer a little bit and see if the pin hooks. So what I'm looking for is that I'm sitting flush on my hitch. Then all I have to do is pull this, pull my pin out, and I'm locked on. I take my safety brake cable here, and I like to put it actually through my pin. That way it's not falling off as I travel down the road. Just latch that in, and everything's good and connected. So I had the fifth wheel kit put in this, and it came with this nice little plug-in. So that way I can plug in my lights without having them dangling off the back of the bed. Then always shut your tailgate. And finish lowering your fifth wheel.